Hi guys, and welcome back to Run, Stretch, Succeed here, and today I'm going to do a little update as I've not done a video for about 3 weeks after Chest 100, what I absolutely smashed. I'm going to do a little update on what I'm doing now, what my training is like at the minute, stuff that I learned from Chest 100 or what I liked from Chest 100, and what is my training like for Lakelands 100 at the end of the month. So if you like running videos and you like ultra videos, hit that subscribe button. Come and join me on my running journey. Interesting races this year. I've got Lakelands 100 and I've also got Leeds to Liverpool 100 and 30-mile race. What I did last year, but hopefully I am going to try to get a PB and try to smash it out the park. Also, before I forget, I am going to take you on a bit of my training. Today I'm going to do a 2-part long run, so I'm going to do 10 miles, maybe 11, 12, and then I'm going to do about a 5-mile run tonight, what you won't see, but also I'm going to do some cross training, and we're going to do upper body, back and biceps workout. As I've started introducing cross training more into my training plan, and I will tell you why later in the video. So let's get into it. So what did I do after Chest 100? Well, I finished the race in 29 hours, as you know if you watched the video, and I went home, had a Subway, went asleep for 2 hours. I went straight to the pub because I deserve that. I ran all that way, so a couple of drinks was well deserved. So in the week after, I just did a couple of small runs. Obviously I've just got over injury. I didn't want to push it too far, especially after running about 106 miles. So I just did a couple of like 3-mile runs in the week, and then on the week after I did a long run on the Monday as I was going to Download Festival, and obviously I should be training for the lakes, but obviously I couldn't do that at Download Festival as I wanted to enjoy myself. I didn't want to train through it, and I felt like that was really bad to think that way, but sometimes you just have to enjoy yourself and have some time off because it's well deserved. But the more I thought about it, the more I realised I literally think I probably did over 100 miles over the 5 days, walking, carrying stuff, so that's classed as strength training, and I was in so many mosh pits, so I'm going to class that as speed training as well, because if you've ever been in a mosh pit, it's literally like get across as fast as you can and a bit of strength work by ploughing into someone, I guess. It was absolutely an amazing thing after doing such a fabulous race like Chest 100 by GB Ultra, because the race was absolutely amazing. So I had like one of the best 2 weeks of my life. Oh, there were so many hills traveling to the arena, and to be honest, if you're into rock and metal, you would have absolutely loved this year at Download. It was absolutely the best time I've ever been Download in the last 10 years, and I will put a clip in here because I just can't believe how amazing it was this year, especially with Bring Me Horizon headlining, as that was my first ever concert and it was their first ever headlining tour. So for them to headline such a big festival, I think it's the second biggest festival in the UK and was the biggest metal festival in Europe, but I'm not sure if it still is. So that was what I did for the 2 weeks after the race. Hi, so what did I like about Chest 100? Really liked my zero drop shoes, even that I fell out with them a bit because of the injury. What I don't actually feel like was caused by the zero drop shoes now, as on race day, by the end of the race I had one small blister, and that happened literally so close to the end. My feet was absolutely immaculate and beautiful, to be honest. As beautiful as my feet can be, since they look like Frodo Baggins' feet. So, zero drop shoes, I use the Innovate, the green ones. I'll put a picture of them up now and the name up if you want to check them out. What else did I like? Tailwind. There's not much new I actually liked what I used. Tailwind I used, that is such a good product. It's got calories, electrolytes in, and dissolves very easily. And for me, it's very easily to take on board, and it doesn't make me feel sick. Also, I just generally like the whole race. There wasn't too much but I didn't do in other races, because this is my third 100-mile race, second or something. I can't remember now off the top of my head. Like, they've gone a bit blurred. So yes, I just really enjoyed the zero drop shoes. I felt like they kept my feet perfect condition, and I noticed my knees were always bent, what meant that I would never hyperextend or overextend on my foot. So I just felt like they really helped me from having any knee injuries or anything like that. Trying to come out slowly, getting used to them and seeing if they're for you. I do have a video here of what my first month of wearing them is. I will link that video down below, and the thumbnail will be on screen now. So yes, I would just recommend getting used to them, making sure they're for you. Obviously shoes are very personal to the wearer and what the wearer wants from them, and your distance, and everything to do with your race, and I guess to do with your strategy. So yeah, I feel like that is something what I felt like really helped me on that race. So yep, I have got a video also on my channel about tips on 100 miles, what I might do an update on soon. But I've done about 9 miles. I'm going to do some cross training. I am doing back and biceps today, but I am doing like a 3-day set. Some days I will do like compound training, like compound exercises, squats, snatches and stuff like that, if I've got that time this week. So I'm just making sure that I do my legs, shoulders, biceps, triceps, core, and whatever I missed off there. I can't remember what I missed off. The reason I'm doing this is to get a better core, because I do teach fitness and I think it's very important for me to keep my strength up as much as possible, especially teaching so many hours a week. I don't want to get injured in my upper body, and I don't want anything to get weak, especially as I teach pole fitness, what can use a lot of different muscles in different ways depending what you're doing. So I want to make sure my overall body is very strengthened. Also, when it comes to running, it will strengthen my core, will obviously give me better form, and also will prevent injury in running, especially doing the legs, making sure I don't turn over calves, keeping the ligaments stable. It's very important. I know everyone skips this step, and there is a lot of ways you can incorporate it and make it a lot more fun than going to the gym. Also, especially stretching, out of any aspect of fitness, I would recommend that, because we do work in a society now where it's not very functional in movement in general. We spend a lot of times sat at desks, getting bad posture, on computers, on our phones, and doing stuff what's not very good for our body in general. So stretching will just make sure you're not losing any flexibility on any sides, what can also stop you gaining strength, because if you are training strength and you have an office job, you're likely not to use correct posture, and that can even shorten the muscle even more. So I would recommend at least trying to do like 15 minutes of strength training and stretching a week. It's not a very long process, but if you are interested, I could do a video on ways to put strength and cross training into your schedule, making it more fun and making it more doable, because I do think it's doable for everyone. Some people it's just very hard because of the environment, lifestyle, kids, the job and all that. Others put some clips over this so you can see what my strength training is like. I don't really want to record in my studio, it's very echo-aware, and I can only do it on my phone because the GoPro flashes because of the light. Right, it's starting to rain, but I'm really sweaty because it's just constantly hot at the minute. And I just want to say about the videos, I recorded everything on my last set and I've only just got back into cross training. I've got to make do with the materials I've got, and I felt like some weights may have been a bit too heavy for the last set, so if my form's off, that's why. So let's get on to what I'm doing at the moment. Training for Lakelands 100. So, but I don't want to re-injure myself, so I'm working more on like techniques and different types of training. So I'm not doing speed training because it doesn't really agree with me, and I want to start incorporating it after I've got these 3 big races out the way for obvious reasons of injury, because I feel like that's what injured me last time. Even though I did get faster, I think I just got too fast too quick and pushed myself a bit too much. So I'm going to wait till probably a bit more winter. I have to do as many miles, but what I am doing is practicing like hill training, obviously, as much as possible, because better I can get at hills, the easier it's going to be. Also, I'm practicing like skills like using running poles, what I did do other day, and I actually really enjoyed it, but everyone on Facebook were calling my technique. It worked for me at the time. I don't know if it's because the video was just recorded for like Instagram, so I weren't really concentrating on techniques. I just wanted to put on Instagram like, hey, I'm training poles, if anyone else is doing this kind of thing. So that's it really. Is there anything else? So really I'm just like cross training quite a bit. That's the end of this video. I just wanted to update you all. I feel like quite bad for not making too many videos, but I don't want to enter too many races because I'm doing these 3 big races. As last year I did more, but more marathons, if you get what I'm saying. But 300-mile races minimum in a year is quite a lot, especially to put in other races and stuff. It's just not worth it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and the little update, and just to speak to each other. If you are doing Lakelands 100, comment down below or even message me on Instagram and we can talk about training and stuff. So if you like the video, please hit that subscribe, give us a like, and I will see you at the start line, I guess, at Lakelands 100 if I don't do another video. So see you soon.